landed in 1976 in Fort Harrison at the main world headquarters at that time.
That's right.
So how did that come? You have been a very dedicated Scientologist?
I think I was very dedicated.
Yeah.
Very loyal and very dedicated, and very. I was very much into the purpose of freeing mankind and clearing the planet, so to speak, as I understood it at that time.
So you have been on staff. You have been a Sea Org member also.
No, I was not a Sea Org member. I signed a contract once, but I never activated it, so it was never a real situation.
And they trusted you even to go to all that places, even without being a Sea Org?
They didn't have anybody else to send.
That means they were short with people. And then in Fort Harrison, what you've done there? You have been like a population officer there?
No, I was a student.
A student?
I was a student. I was only a student of Flag Land Base. At that time, I was doing auditor training to be a case supervisor and to do a lot of training. I did a tremendous amount of training in about 18 months there. It's funny because one of my twins or my partners in the training process was Quentin Hubbard. And we became very, very good friends because we were both British. So we used to sit there and do our training drills together for hours upon hours upon hours. I really liked Quentin very much.
The son of L.Ron Hubbard?
Yes, he's the person who was found dead in the car in Las Vegas.
And never determined who was it, or?
I believe it was a suicide. I believe it was a suicide. He had just been busted by his father once again, as far as I know. As far as what he told me before he left on that trip, I saw him maybe 2 days before he left on the trip.
To Las Vegas?
Yes. And he said that he'd been busted down to nothing again from class 12, and he had to do all of the bridge again, had to retrain everything for the second time. And he was expressing to me his almost grief about it, about the fact that it was done with such heartlessness and such viciousness by his own father. He couldn't understand this. So that's what Quentin told me before he left. I never saw him again.
And then he committed suicide?
Yes, I think so.
Probably.
I think so. He wanted to be a pilot.
Yeah.
He did not want to be an auditor. He did not want to be a senior Scientologist, and especially he did not want to be L.Ron Hubbard's son, because it was such a liability for him. It was such a, how can I say it, a very difficult position to maintain, always being L.Ron Hubbard's son and not just himself. He couldn't stand that. He hated that. You know?
So he was forced by his father and by his mother to do that?
The impression I got was yes. Yes, indeed. He would like to have been a pilot. That's what he wanted to do in life. Yeah.
And the other kids also?
I don't know.
Hubbard,
Arthur, he is very happy with his art. Diana's very sweet. I had some conversations with Diana about my art at that time. And Lucy, I don't remember the other one's first. Anyway, the fourth one I do.